OK， 什么东西会影响你的这个排在第几名啊？就是讲你的 website 啊，你的 domain 啊，你的 inbound links 啊 ，topic authority 这些它都是比较 technical 的啦。我大概 share 一下啦。它的 website architecture 就讲像你是不是用 blogspot 还是一个专门的网站啊 ，security 呢就讲有没有 HTTPS 啊这些东西。inbound link 就是讲有没有其他的 link， 好像 H4 link 去你的网站啊，所以它就有这种不同的东西，你加进来的话哦，它就影响到你的 rank 哦。如果是很多很可靠的网站都有把你 link 进去的话，你就会 rank 在上面。OK， 这一个呢就是讲 OK， 你看啊，我们这个就是可以把它 rank 在上面了，也是一样的，这个也是我们的网站。为什么可以 rank 在上面呢？就是用 Google Ads 啊，如果你的 Google Ads 你有花钱去打的话呢，你就可以 rank 在上面。等一下我就给你们看这一个 landing page 是什么东西啦。所以如果你花钱在 Google Ads 的话，你就可以把它 rank 在上面。所以如果人家 search 这个 Readability 的时候啦，就是 search 在你的 property 的时候，他按进来，他就可以看到你的这一个网站。这样你 rank 在上面，人家按进来哦，他就是讲他有兴趣嘛。如果他有so should we do it in English or Mandarin?
Even I think better in English because later probably there will be some Malay agents comes in.
Okay, so I'll continue in English. Okay, so this one we are on the Google Ads page. So you see here, if we use this Google Ads, we can actually rank our landing page on the first one. So when our customer do a search, right? Let's say they want to understand this project, or they have heard their friends talk about this project, and they do a Google search, they will appear on the top. So when they click in, when they learn about this project, if they fill up the contact form, then they will become your lead. Okay. So what affects this Google page rank? So the first one is your keyword relevant or not, and is it same as the user intention? So user intention means when you do a Google search, what does your customer want? Is it they want to learn more about the information, or they want to just do a comparison? Okay, so you need to be relevant to the user intention. There's a keyword research. So what type of keywords? The text, the landing page, and then the keywords the negative keyword. That means what keyword you want to remove and the budget. Okay, I move into some example. Okay, so this one is for the landing page just now. So you can see one click. This is the average CPC. It means that cost per click. That means average when one person click on it, right? So let's say if we click on this one, if we click on it one time, it will cost us RM1.40. Okay, so in total, in this past month, there have been 1,500 clicks. So some of that may be customer, some of it may be competitor, some may be banker, some may be the developer staff also, but most of them are customers but not all the customers will want to buy, so they want to learn more about the project. So that's why on the landing page, we must provide information for them to learn about the project. Okay, so the total cost is around 2,000 ringgit. This one is for the Google Ads. So this is how the Google Ads look like on the page. Okay, so there are different versions. So which version is the best performing, right? It will be up to Google. So it will depend which project which one gets the most click. So for example, this one, like when 100 people come and visit us, only 5 people click. This one maybe 100 people visit, 20 people click. So this one will appear more often in Google Ads. Okay, so Google will automatically do this selection for you. Okay, the third one is talk about this landing page design. So what has to be in a landing page? So normally this landing page is an introduction for your project. So of course we need to do an introduction of the project. Then we want to put out the unique selling point. Okay, we show the photo, the details, and the contact form. Okay, we just jump straight into this landing page. Okay, so this landing page is what you can search online. So in this landing page, when you click on it, right, you will be greeted with this page first. So it's your resident area Permaisuri. So it's in Bandar Seri Permaisuri. Okay. So when you scroll down, we talk about this residence being the lowest price in Kuala Lumpur, 321 households. So it's quite low density and it's around the lake. So this one is the unique selling point. So when the customer click into the landing page, this is what they will see first. Okay. Then when they continue to scroll down, it will be on the contact form. Okay, so why we put this contact form here is because maybe the people, they already know about this project, but they want to talk to a salesperson. So we put this contact form here. But we can have multiple contact forms, as you will see. So when you continue to scroll down, you will be on the showroom. So you can show some of the pictures, right? Then you can do this 3D overview. So this one is actually a 3D walkthrough. It is provided by the developer. So we put this inside the web page as well. Okay, so after here, you see I can put another contact form. That means that although there is a contact form on top, but the person may not haven't filled in yet. So after they see this picture, they might be more interested, then they fill in this contact form. So we can put it, the contact form in multiple places, but not too many. Like if it's too many, it will affect your page readability. So we put the contact form here. Okay, so because the whole point of doing this landing page, right, is because you want to collect the customer information, right? So we definitely need to put this contact form. But if they still don't want to fill up, never mind. We will talk about more about the project also. So maybe they just want to learn more. So we talk about the accessibility. So how far is it to the different landmarks, right? Sunway velocity, mid valley, how far it is, the different unit types, type A, type B, what is the size and the layout, the bedroom, the bathroom. Talk about the views, right? Morning view and the night view, the facilities. Okay, so after here, then we see if they want to fill out the contact form or not. So all of this is scrolling down lah. So some of the landing page, they do have multiple pages, right? But for us, we prefer to do it in one page, so you can just scroll down. Or if you are on your phone, you can just swipe all the way down to read everything about this project. So here we also have this Facebook page, and then we have this APDL lah. So it depends if you want to include the APDL or not. If you notice here, we also mentioned that so this landing page is managed by sales consultant. To visit the official landing page, we link it back to the developer page. So in case, let's say the developer they mentioned we are using it like an official page, so we just disclaim that this page is managed by sales consultant, and we link it back to the developer page. Okay, any questions from here? Please type in the comments. I check the comments. Okay, no questions.
Yeah. So this one is you're using WordPress or you're using the template to do it?
This one is actually a WordPress-based template, so you can modify the template to suit your needs. So for WordPress, right, there are template, and then there is the code it from scratch. Normally, if you code it from scratch, it actually wastes a lot of time. So you can straight away just use the template and edit it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I continue here. So you see here, right, at the end of it, we have this Facebook page. So I move into the Facebook ads. Okay, so let's say for this page, when you click on this page, it links us to this Facebook page. So we fill up all the information. So we want to try to make the page nice. We don't want to just put all the price and everything there. We make it like a properly managed page. So when the customer see, it will show that it is more professional. Okay. So now we talk about the lead generation for Facebook, because just now we talk about generating leads, but that one is for Google Ads and the landing page. So I think most of us are familiar in Facebook ads, right? So who of you have done Facebook ads before? Can you comment inside the chat? Who have done Facebook ads before? Wow, so many. So everybody have done Facebook ads before. So we are very familiar with these Facebook ads. So we have been greeted by this page before, right? So this page, you can see there are different types of ways to run Facebook ads. So I give a small overview. The first one is brand awareness and reach. So this one is just for people to see your content, but they won't be able to fill up your lead form. Okay. So traffic is for clicks to your website. So just now we see for the Google ads, right? One click to the website is around $1.40. So this traffic is also another way to buy clicks, but instead of being shown on Google, it will be shown on Facebook. So when you click on Facebook, it will bring you to the landing page. And this is engagement. Engagement is for likes and the comments. This is for installing the app, video views, and then lead generation. So today we will be talking about lead generation. Then there's messages also. This one is for e-commerce, so the conversion, store traffic, and catalog sales. Okay, so today we talk about the lead generation. Okay, so these are some of the ads, right, that we are running on Facebook. So you can see this one is actually like a Facebook post, right? So you will see this sponsored post on your Facebook. When they click on learn more, they'll fill up the lead form. Okay, this one is the video-based ad. So we do a video, we talk about the project, it's like a walkthrough. And then this video, it can be shown on Instagram or Facebook as well. Then the third one, this one is like an Instagram story. Okay, so actually there are more than this. So like normally when you run one type of ad, right, you can have it appear on Facebook, Facebook desktop, Facebook mobile, the Facebook story, the Instagram desktop, Instagram post, or Instagram story. So all of this, right, Facebook can automatically do it for you, but you need to prepare the content. And then which one it will appear on most, depends which one you can get the cheapest leads. So you see there's two ways to do it. If you are targeting the cheapest leads, or if you want to spend your budget quickly and get the most leads possible. So these are how we do the Facebook ads. Okay, then this is like the targeting audience. So normally you can target the audience like age 20 to 40, where they are living. So this one is actually 5 kilometers from the project. And then the audience list, right? So here we're actually doing a lookalike audience. It means that these are actually based on the past customer data. So we have customers who have actually purchased property before, and then we find people who are similar to our past customers, and then they will be shown our Facebook ads. So like the potential reach is 170,000 people. So this number, sometimes you can hit the millions or sometimes it's less. But a good place to be is around 100,000, because if it's too many people, it means that you are not targeted enough. It means everybody can see, even people who are not interested in property can see it. If this number is too small, it means that only very few people can see it, so you won't have enough customers to do the closing. So around 100,000 is best in my experience for Kuala Lumpur project. Okay, so this is the campaign that we run. We started this campaign on September 10, right? Okay, so we are doing this $70 a day budget. So totally we spend 6,000 ringgit. We get 230 leads. So this one is just for the past 2 months. We target 230 leads. So one lead it costs us 28 ringgit. Okay, so once all these leads come in, right, let's say they fill up the Google, the Facebook forms, it will automatically appear in this Google Sheet. So this is actually a Google Excel sheet. So it might seem a bit complicated, a lot of words, but let me explain. Okay, so this one, the first one is the date. So this one is automatic fill in. So all this in gray color is automatically filled in. So when your customer, they fill up the Google form, when you fill up the Facebook lead form, it will appear here. Okay, so the date, this is the ID. This ID we set it ourselves, so it's easy to refer to the customer, the name of the customer, their phone number, their job, and the company. So you can see that this one maybe a nurse at the IJN, a marketing executive, we have a chief executive of Supreme Tours. So this information, right, is what we have asked the customer in the Facebook lead form. Okay, so this is the status. Okay, this status is we key in ourselves. So let's say this customer is uninterested or they're interested in other project. This customer open, that means it's still interested, might be interested. This one is the action log. So like we contacted this customer on the 21st. Okay, so you see on the 24th, this customer say weekend back to Kampong. Okay, and then on the 30th, when we continue to talk to this customer, they say, okay, the budget is 450,000. Okay, so now we know this customer might not be suitable because the budget is for this Exora project is around 550,000 to 650,000. So this customer, we can retain it and then refer another project to this customer. So it's important, every time you do a customer interaction, so every time you talk to a customer, you must record down what you talk to the customer. So in the future, you can refer it back. It will be much easier to refer to this action log than it is to refer to your WhatsApp. Any questions until here? Can just type in the chat box. Okay, I continue here. Okay, so this one, there is 5 categories here. So this first one, con, right, it actually stands for contacted. That means, have we contacted this customer or not? So those with 1, right, that means we have already contacted. We might have sent a WhatsApp message or we have called the customer already. Okay, so you can see here, this one is there's 0, right? It means that this customer we haven't contact. Because you see, the first time we call this customer, they didn't pick up. NPU means no pickup. The customer didn't pick up, so we text the customer. Then after 2 days, we call again, the customer didn't pick up. After 5 days, we follow up, we text them and didn't pick up. So this customer is not responsive. So at least we know. So if you want to check what customers we haven't contacted, right? So you can actually do a filter. Okay, so this filter, you click on here, and then so this is 1 and 0. Blank means 0. If you click on the 1, right, it means that you can see all the customers that we have contacted. Okay, if you click on this 0, it means that the customer that you have not contacted before. If you click on OK, this one is all the customers that have not contacted before. So let's say when you want to do your follow-up, right, it will be much easier because you can see, okay, all these customers I haven't contacted before. So you can just call it all again. So you don't need to go through it so difficult to find which customer didn't pick up your call. Okay, so at the same time, we can also see which customer have picked up our call already. So this one we put to 1. Okay, so you can see here, all these customers, we have already been able to call them. Okay, but when you call the customer, right, sometimes the customer is not responsive, right? So they might say, okay, just send me the information. Okay, so here we have this second category where we put if the customer is responsive or not. If the customer is responsive, we put a 1. If it's not responsive, we don't put. Okay, so this customer was responsive, definitely there's a higher chance you can get them out to view the appointment, right? So here is the responsive, we put 1 there. Okay, all these customers we contact already and they are responsive. That means they are willing to chat. We ask them questions in WhatsApp, they will reply. Okay, so this is actually a tool in this Excel sheet to help you to manage your customer leads lah. Okay, so you can see that even for that this customer, they have already completed this response. They even have interest. This is a show. It means showroom. So come to the showroom and already do a booking. So here you can just filter all your customers. So this Excel sheet is kind of like a format that we use. For different agents, there are different ways to do your format. I'm sure all of you guys also use Excel to do your format, but you can also try to put these filters where you can easily see what type of customers and what is the stage your customer is in. Okay, this is almost the last slide already. So this is the sales funnel. Okay, so normally here we run our marketing campaigns, right? So this is like all our Facebook ads, our Google ads, our landing page. So we get them to be aware of our product. So once they are in our product, they fill out our lead form, they will come into this stage. So we try to get them interested and then we evaluate, see if this customer is suitable or not. If the customer is suitable, we get them to come to the sales gallery. So in the sales gallery, we get them to do a commitment. So this can be like a booking, or they can say, we can get them to set a second appointment is also another commitment. Then we do the sale. Then finally, there's also this repeat customer. So I think a lot of time we kind of ignore this repeat customer because these customers, right, once we do a sale, it might be like 1 or 2 years before they want to buy another property or they want to rent out their property. So we might have ignored this part. But if you can use a customer, this Google Excel sheet, like in the future, you can refer back which customers have actually purchased the property, and then you can contact them to see if they have any additional service that they require. Okay. Okay, so this is the very short presentation on this lead generation and lead management. So if you guys have any question, you can type in the chat. Okay, so the one question from Emily, the Facebook lead form is custom design or template? Okay, so for Facebook lead form is actually kind of like a custom design. What you see here, the question we ask them, right, we want to know what is their job title. Because sometimes if we know the job title, when we talk to the customer, right, we can know how to talk to the customer, and we know this customer agak-agak lah. Do they have the budget to buy this property? Yeah. So when you create a Facebook lead form in Facebook, right, you can select what type of question you want to ask. You can ask what is their address, what is their current address, or you can ask other custom questions like what is your gender, male or female, or do you have a family? How many people in your family, or do you prefer type A or type B? All of this you can customize it in the Facebook lead form. So this one depends on the project. So this whole campaign, right, is actually done just for one project, which is this Ixora Residence project. So actually, if we can actually do this campaign for all the projects that we are selling. So this one depends on like what project is available. Then we can do a campaign for all of it. Okay. So another question by Emily is what's the advice to agents who want to set up the landing page? Okay, so normally to set up a landing page, right, is actually quite simple. So this is the landing page, right? You can start with a WordPress landing page. Some agents I see they are using this Wix landing page, so they can do this landing page and then people can link it inside. But what I recommend, right, is to buy a custom, either a .com or a .com.my or a .my domain lah. So at least it's more professional because customers they prefer to see like maybe this domain that we buy is ixoraresidence.com. Okay, so customers prefer to see one domain that is .com lah, instead of like ixoraresidence.wix.com. So it's a little bit unprofessional. So if we buy a domain, right, it's actually cost Malaysian ringgit is like 40 Malaysian ringgit. So it's 40 ringgit lah. I think it's quite reasonable to invest. Since like if you are doing Facebook ads or Google ads, right, you'll be spending quite a lot on the ads itself. So if you buy a custom domain, it's 40 ringgit. Okay, then to set up this website, normally the server cost, right, it will be like 20 ringgit for the server. Okay, 20 ringgit a month. So 1 year is around 240 ringgit. So this is just for the server. You need to do the design, the graphic, those of it yourself. I think one way we can work together, right, is for independent agents, right? Some agents can focus on the marketing side. Some agents can focus on the closing side. But this one depends on how your team is structured. Okay, any other questions can comment in the chat. Or can just voice out also can, no problem. Okay, minimum duration to run the ads. 2 weeks is fine. Actually, if you run the ads, right, I talk about the minimum budget first. So actually the minimum budget is around 10 ringgit a day is fine already for 10 ringgit a day. So if you run the ads for 2 weeks times 10 ringgit is around 140 ringgit. Normally you can expect the ads around 20 ringgit per lead lah. So you can get around 6 or 7 leads over the 2 weeks. So although 6 and 7 leads is not a lot, but if you do 6 and 7 leads per 2 weeks, so 1 month is around 14 leads. I think for 14 leads, you can probably get 1 appointment to the sales gallery. In a rough estimate, right? So as I come back to this Google Sheet that we track it, I think there's one more thing I can talk about. Okay, so here you can see, right? This one is the contacted. So you see, 88% contacted. That means of all our customers, right, 88% we are able to make contact. How come it's not 100%? It's not because we don't call the customer. It's because when we message the customer didn't reply. That means, so if they didn't reply, we just consider it as not contacted. So we'll keep trying. Okay, that means 80%, 88% customer, when you contact them, they will at least answer you. At least they will answer the call or they will reply to your WhatsApp. Okay, but if they reply to your WhatsApp, sometimes they just say, okay, please send details. So they are not really responsive. If you continue to ask questions, they might not answer. So around 50% of customers, when you ask questions, only they will answer. So half of it is like you text them, you send the details, then they won't reply you anymore. Okay, so this 7% is clear interest. That means during the conversation with them, right, 7% of the customer, when you text them, they say if they seem interested, they will ask, okay, what is the maintenance fee, or how much they need to pay in installment per month. So you can see this is a clear interest. And then around 6% of customers come to showroom. Okay, 6% means around like 1 in 15. So in 15 customers, 1 of the customer will come to showroom. Okay, booking is 2%. So you see 6% come to showroom, 2% do a booking. That means every 3 people who come to showroom, 1 person will put a booking. But of course, conversion after booking, that one depends on the loan and depends on the banking side. Okay, so if you spend around 140 ringgit 2 weeks, right, that means you can almost get 1 appointment for the showroom every 2 weeks. Yeah, so this one depends on how much you want to spend on the Facebook ads. Okay.
Okay.
Just,
Anyone actually, if you have questions, if you don't want to post it in the chat group, you probably can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions, because I think I work with Evan and the team, I think almost 1 year plus, almost 2 years now. Okay, so basically I think this session, why I want to invite him is because especially this era, I think the lead generation from digital marketing is very important. All right. So in fact, most of our agents, we still didn't do our own branding and also the landing page yet. Okay. So then this is probably something that actually you can have some idea why the lead generation is so important at this moment. Okay. Because if we only spend the money on the portal, so in fact, we need to wait for the customer to call us, and we can't actually get the what you call the lead. We can't actually turn it into lead management. All right. So this is a part that I think everyone, you need to be focused, and at least have an idea to know how the landing page could help us to do the lead generation in the near future. Okay, any more question for Evan?
I think I also have some comments here. Basically, I think I personally feel maybe wrong. I think most of the agents here, not only one, were outside also the same. What was basically real stuck on them was kickstart on the step 1 and step 2, which is usually to get the website and also design it. Because not every person was familiar with actually getting design, hosting, and also the WordPress. I think in this part, right, because without this, you can't start even the what Evan is sharing. So I think the part 1 was good to get it done first. If the agent here was having problem from kickstart on the step 1 to register hosting and get WordPress website done, I think we can work together and get someone to help. Here, we have actually used to get few very affordable freelancers. So what we asked for the past few years, if you guys need this, we can get them to do a pub deal, so-called helping us to create all your projects in a very, very minimum cost. Because without the part 1, you can't start whatever even sharing just now.
Okay, myself actually, what I did here is that I worked with even 1.5 years ago on the two projects. So this is something that actually we call it leveraging, and also how to work with those expert in this area. Okay, and sometimes, I mean, if we are not able to do ourselves, or we do not know how to start, so it's good that actually we are leveraging on the other people that they already know how to do it, you see. So this is the part I think leveraging on them is one of the way that actually we can work together lah. So in fact, this is the reason why actually I'm getting Evan to come in to share today. All right. So for those that actually you probably think that you want to start your own landing page or the Facebook. Okay. So this is the part that actually maybe we can discuss further. And so at least you have an idea how the Facebook marketing and also the sales funnel can help you to manage your leads lah. All right. So it's a very good sharing. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time.
So anybody still have anything to ask him? If not, then I think we can actually continue our meeting.
All right. Anyone have question?
Anyone?
All right, then I think we proceed with our meeting.
Okay,
So,
thank you so much
Okay,
for
thank you. Thank you.
your contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so moving on. So I want to ask is that do we have any closer want to share for like the close deal?
Okay, Chin Kang, you may want to use the template for continue your this meeting. Follow the PowerPoint that actually given by the seniors to you.
All right.
So I think it's good that actually you follow the structure. Adrian, you got any good listing to share? Auction listing.
Not yet lah, not yet. I need to go through first lah, not yet.
Okay, thank you.
All right, or maybe like property hold on, I'm stuck. Hold on. Damn it.
Okay, I help you to put up the slide. Give me a minute. So can you all see the slide?
Only see your WhatsApp.
Only see my WhatsApp. Then my secret all people see already lor.
No secret one.
Okay, just give me a minute. Now can see?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, it's a general sharing session. Okay, Chin Kang, I pass back the session to you.
All right. So anyone got anything to share?
Jin Kang, I want to share a listing lah.
All right.
Okay, last week I did a post in M&E group, a piece of land in Klang or Shah Alam. The actual location is in Shah Alam. So Sungai Rasau Industrial Park there have converted industrial land. Total size is 3.884 acres. So last week I also went to a factory. 1 point something acres is very big already for the factory. So this one is close to 3.9 acres. So then the per square feet is 150 ringgit. And later I will share again the catalog in the group chat.
Oh, okay.
And it's freehold.
So what is the market price?
I still checking the bank value lah. So if I have any bank valuer give me the value, then I will update lah.
Okay, thank you.
But this moment, one of my agent, Aiman, have one inquiry already lah. Well, we are also pending owner to give me the title. Now the owner is preparing the title.
Where Aiman got the buyer from?
I think it's Property Guru.
Property Guru lah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on. Anyone else want to share? Any leads?
Okay, I think I can share about what my clients need. Okay, so basically, so for the past few months, in fact, I'm working on some freehold property that the group of a doctor that actually wants to buy property that we cash about 10 million budget. All right. So unfortunately, because of this CMCO again, so then they put on the they put on hold on the purchase at this moment. So then for those agents that if you are still have some good property with good yield, like what Michelle Poon and CK Ho have, so I can share again the Excel sheet. So then you all actually can fill in all the information like what I share in the past, that what the investor needs, you see. So then I can constantly still update to the group of the purchaser. So because they want to put on hold until end of this year, then only they will decide. Because I'm afraid that the units that by Michelle and Ho probably will sold by that time, right? So if you all have anything good with the yield of 4 to 5%, so please help me to put into the Excel sheet. Okay. So this is one of the this listing that actually I need lah. Okay. Then myself, I have a few property that actually in hand, like the Seri Emas. Okay. So then if you all have any buyers and that looking to buy, can also come to me. All right. So this one is the own property. Okay. Thank you. Back to you, Chin Kang.
Right.
Yes.
Your customers that who has a budget of 10 million, is it going for residential only?
No, commercial only.
Commercial only.
Yes. Shops they want shops.
Okay, thanks. Foreigner?
No, local.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else want to share? If not, then we will proceed to end our meeting. And
not yet. Auction property.
Yeah.
You follow the slide.
All right. The auction market by Adrian Un.
It's me. Sorry, I didn't know lah. I didn't know.
No. You just share that if you got anything, any good listing or not.
Listing. Actually, I'm still preparing lah, so I need to go through. But due to CMCO, most of the auction listing, especially for court auction, have been postponed. So only those like out of the court still going on. Okay, and then the auction market is still very demanding, still very hot if compared to sub-sales of projects. Okay, I can see, especially for good properties like Mont Kiara, KLCC, the buyers are there, they are ready, and they won't. I mean, the buyers, they won't wait for the price to drop much. Then they will, then only they will come in. Okay, like last week, it was a unit in Star Residence, which is newly completed, Jalan Yap Kuan Sing. The size is 710 square feet. The price, the reserve price going for 880 lah. But end up, I think there were 5 bidders came to compete, and the final price was sold at 990,000, which the market price is about 1.1 million.
Okay.
Okay. I think incoming meeting, Monday meeting, I will prepare. I will just shortlist out a few, maybe 2 or 3 listing, which I think is good buy. And for investor, I will share out here, so you guys may try to look for any prospect.
Okay. So I think after Adrian share about the listing, because I actually saw something that actually here which by other agents. Okay, probably I can share a little bit here. All right. So what we are going to do is like I'll get interns to help. Okay. So intern, please take note as well. Let me go into the WhatsApp group now. The share that actually this is actually I discussed with Ivan, okay, Adrian.
Yeah.
In fact, for agents that they can easily do this by sharing out is like if we are able to have some flyers like this, all right. So let's say the service apartment leasehold, then what is the reserve price and so on, so this will be impress the clients, you see, especially for the senior that they already have some clients in hand. All right. So basically what your need is to set up the Google, Google WhatsApp group. All right. So your broadcast list. All right. So then with all this kind of the, we call it flyers. Okay. So then we able to just send out to other customer, okay, from here. So the customer can easily say, oh, this one 7 auction, from the original price 510 to 300,000 here is already how many percent? Okay. So here 10, every time is 10%, right, Adrian?
10%.
So this one is already how many percent? Sub 50% already.
No.
Not like that.
No, don't count in this way lah. You just take the market, the first option price, which is usually the bank value price, and then deduct the current price lah. So you will know because every time, okay, the first option, let's say 510, then second option 4 something, so there's 10% but when it comes to third option 413, so it doesn't mean it's 30%. Third option doesn't mean it's 30%. It's only 19%, because you have to take the first option price to deduct the current price. And one comment for this, actually I saw a lot of agents are doing this. So for myself, I don't really recommend you put in this way like first option, second option. So in my point of view, it's better that we don't let the buyers to see how many count of auction are like first, second, third. We just put a reserve price and we put a market price will do. Because when you put like this, first, second, third, if you put that third option, then the buyer will say, I wait for fourth option. If you put fourth auction, now it's fourth auction, then they will say I wait for fifth auction. There's never end. Okay, so I don't really recommend. I think you just put a current price and a reserve price. Actually, how many times of auction is it has no direct relationship to how many percent discount of the price. Okay, you just take the market price and reserve price as a reference will do.
Okay.
Sometimes first auction might be very cheap also. I saw many auction, first auction.
All right. I think maybe you suggest that actually what kind of flyers that we should do so that actually we can blast it to the agent and so to increase your core book percentage as well lah. Okay. So as I say that I think for the last 3 auctions core book cases, I think I can strongly recommend agents because he's a very professional auction specialist in town. Okay, which is very hard for you to find outside. Okay, so then he can do A to Z, and the customer is actually very happy with his service lah. All right, so I think the next few months as we see okay, so we forecast, I think there's more and more good auction property come out. So for agents, I think it's a time that actually for you to focus on your existing client. All right. So Chin Kang, back to you.
All right, thank you. So with that, anyone have a question? If not, then we will end our meeting, and I will see you guys next week.
Okay, thank you so much. And for those that actually under my team, direct team, so we will continue our sessions. Kindly stay back. The rest, I think y'all can exit the rooms. Only my direct team that you can leave behind. Then the rest, actually, you can exit. Thank you so much. Thank you for Awen and the team to join our meeting today.
Thank you. Thank you.
喂。你 join 我哋 meeting 阿公。诶，苏比，剩下我们2个罢了，全部走到完了。
刚才那个谁不是在？
刚才那个 Daniel 在，后来走掉了。
你有 share another link 叫他们进来的？
是咩？我是 share another link 咩？
没有，你没有 share， 你没有 share。
我没有 share 咩？等一下啊，我看一下啊。我讲11点半是吧
？12点来的是。
12点啊，这样要不然12点才开始了。
哦 ，OK 了，
OK 了，谢谢你。